Yeah. No more hair.
Fell off last night.
So bread update. We are able to get bread from the local bakery without plastic packaging. We just bring our own bread bag and we can get loaves and little like buns. So it's really good. So that's all we've been eating is just the bread from the bakery and then like the homemade chapati. But this is our favorite breakfast. And then besides bread we'll have like oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this bread's really good.
Yeah, it is. Also has a benefit of being closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the local bakery's right down the street. It's so bright today. It's like, what is this thing in the sky? Hey, go look at the camera. Oh, she's looking for crumbs. No, don't lick the table. So today, we have been living in our tiny house for a full month. And that is known as a men'sversary.
I don't remember.
We looked up what do you call it when it's like a 1 month thing, like anniversary, but for 1 month, and there really isn't a word for it, but I think it's meniversary. But anyways, yes, 4 weeks in our tiny house, and so today I'm just going to show you some of the updates that we've done. Not a whole lot has changed, but we have added a few things, particularly in the kitchen and in the bathroom. So I'll just share what we've done so far, and then maybe talk about what we're planning to do with like the other updates, because we're kind of taking it easy now. Because after like building for 2 months straight, Kuba really just like needed a break mentally, because it's really hard to keep going like that non-stop. So yeah, we've just been like enjoying living in this house and like taking it easy for the past month. But yeah, it's really nice living in here. No complaints, really.
No. And now the house is completely livable, so we can just take it easy.
Yeah, there's no rush, really, to get it completely finished. Yeah. I guess I'll just give a little tour then. Alright, so the biggest changes in our tiny house have been in the kitchen. We got a fridge, as you can see. This was used, so we got it on OLX for 200 zloty. Yeah. We don't have much in there now, but it's really awesome that we have a fridge, because we didn't have one for months when we were living in the van and tent, and now we have a freezer. This whole thing is a freezer.
Yeah, freezer is huge.
I just have tomato paste in here now. This is something I do. I buy tomato paste in like big jars, and then I freeze it in little jars. So when we're cooking dinner, I just take 1 or 2 of these out and then put it into the pot.
Yeah, the fridge is like 3 years old, I think.
Oh, okay. And it's really quiet. Like when we first got it, I wasn't convinced that it actually worked, and I thought like we were duped into buying a fridge that was broken. But it's really quiet. So I'm used to the fridges that are like really loud when they're running, but this one's nice and quiet. It's just not quite level sometimes, but it's fine. Other change is we put our backsplash up. So we got these tiles from Castorama. It was 100 zloty for the whole pack, and so these just go across the whole back wall, and then the end somewhere behind the fridge. We will have a real counter at some point. We're waiting to buy that maybe next month, like a solid wood countertop, and that'll come up to about here, we think.
Yeah, or half.
Or half, yeah, I don't remember.
Half.
So it'll be a good height for Kuba and I to prep stuff. But for now, we're just using this cart that we also got from Castorama. We were using this in the tent as our primary like kitchen space, so it's really nice. So once we have the counter and our sink installed, then we will use this as a kitchen island out here for prepping and cooking videos. We have this like black granite sink, so that's gonna go right next to the fridge, and then we will have a water jug up here, and gravity will just feed the sink, and then we can wash dishes inside. This is where we get our water from. It's just a water jug, and Kuba just fills it up like every other day outside, and then we just, this is like a tap, and we fill up whatever we need with water here. And then we put our dirty dishes in this bucket too, and then we just wash them outside like twice a day. So it's not that cold, so we can still do dishes outside. But once the sink is installed, this will be on top of the fridge.
The fridge, yeah.
And right now I'm using a 3-burner stovetop, and it uses propane. I like cooking with gas because it's easy to control. And it's easy to clean too, because this thing just comes off. But we can cook a lot just on the stovetop, so I'm not too concerned about getting an oven right now that I can bake in. And we have this pan. This awesome pan was gifted to us by Eva?
Eva, yeah.
Eva? Yeah. She was here camping, so she gave us this pan. And so I've just been making like chapati, and we toast our bread in this pan, so it works really well. So thanks, Eva. And then I store some dry goods under here. We got this on OLX too. It was $140, and I can just put all of my seasonings and spices and like nuts and rice and everything up here. Like, see, this is darker than our walls. We want to do our window trim with something like this color, and we'll probably do our floor like a darker wood color like this as well. It's super handy and looks really cool. And it just like takes up the space too. Add something to it, but yeah. This is where we just keep our fresh produce. It's kind of empty right now, but normally this is like full of fruit and veg. Yeah, we think that the counter is just gonna go straight over here, like straight across the kitchen. And then here we might put crates going up for more storage, kind of like the crates that we have in the living room. To put our plates and bowls and things like that. But we're not really sure what we're gonna put here, because like once Kuba builds the counter going across, we will have storage underneath that. Yeah, for now, this setup works perfectly. The only thing is that we can't do dishes inside, so when the sink is finally installed, it'll just be like, holy crap, this is cool. Because we can wash them right away, because now we have to like wait and wash them twice a day outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still works. So this is a new addition to our house. It's a mouse trap. It's not one that'll kill the mouse, because we don't want to do that. It just will lure the mouse inside of it with some peanut butter, and then there's a little door that it can't go back out.
Yeah.
We don't have evidence of a mouse problem in the house now, but when we were in the tent, there were mice eating my chickpea flour. Then we found evidence of them in the van, where they tried to eat Aika's poop bags, because they're made with cornstarch, and the TVP. We had like bags of TVP in there, which is like textured vegetable protein. It's like soy crumbles. So Kuba is looking for the mouse, if there is one.
I don't think there is one.
Oh, okay. So it must have been just traveling between the tent and the van when they were hooked up.
Yeah, there's really no droppings or anything in here.
Okay.
And if they were here, it would definitely smell. There are no droppings whatsoever.
Nothing new. This backpack we should probably take home.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no evidence of anything. The wires are not chewed through or anything.
Okay.
And the wires, like, that's the first thing that they go to for some reason.
Oh.
And your shoes.
Yeah, maybe I'll bring those in too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if there was a mouse in there, we would have seen it before.
Or smelled it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of these days I have to wash the van.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Maybe it just was like wandering between the tent and the van looking for food.
Yeah.
But we had mice out there. So in the house, we want to keep this just in case there is a mouse.
And I feel like it's just a matter of time before one comes in. So
Yeah.
it's always good to have it before they start like breeding inside or whatever.
I don't want to kill them. I just want to encourage them to live outside of our house.
And this way we can just take them out and
And yeah.
let them free outside.
But anyways, no mice in here so far. Our final roof will be going in this week or the next, and so once that happens, then Kuba will put the chimney up through the roof. The highest point of the house is here, where the roof goes like this. So it just makes sense to put the chimney here, so then it doesn't have to be sticking up over the whole house.
Yeah,
as
and I
much.
mean the sticking out, that's like everywhere in the world. It has to be
really?
over, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or like the highest point of the roof has to be at least like so many meters out away
okay,
from,
yeah.
because it just so it doesn't stop the draft.
So it actually can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because someone asked like why we put it here as opposed to putting it like in a more central location. But also, this stove will heat a space of 68 meters squared, and our house is a quarter of that size. So pretty much wherever we put the stove, it's gonna be warm. We haven't needed anything other than this little oil heater that we're using now, and we keep the windows open and it's still warm enough. So once real winter hits, we will be using this wood stove.
Yeah, we might have it going all the time, but the window will be open, or like it's not
It's
gonna
gonna
be.
be like a raging fire.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
I can't bake in this thing, but we will be able to put like pots on top of it to keep water warm for like bathing and
You could probably even like boil water on top of
yeah.
this.
So I guess we'll move on to the living room. This is a new bench and storage area. We got this on OLX. It was $50. And that's a steal because a lot of things on OLX furniture-wise are way too expensive. I ordered herbs in bulk from one of the organic shops in town because like we can't buy them in bulk bins, so I ordered them in like large bags. But I underestimated the volume of herbs because they don't really weigh much. So look at my herb collection. This is oregano, thyme, basil, and marjoram. So now we have herbs to last us for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Our couch, we also got an OLX. And this blanket, it's from IKEA, but it's from OLX, so it's used. Couch was $180, and the blanket was $50.
50, yeah.
Yeah. This blanket's nice because her fur doesn't stick to it, so we just shake it out every morning, and it keeps the couch fur-free. It's kind of just like a jumble of like books and whatever we need to put in there. But someone local made these. They're like custom made. So they're also from OLX. Kuba got a hanger for his guitar. It's pretty cool. And
Yeah, I really wanted that thing because it's just easy to pick it up from there.
yeah, and it looks nice.
And
to
it looks
display
nice
it.
too, yeah.
Hanging on the wall. Oh, and our super cool light fixture has an LED bulb, and so that lights up the whole house.
Yeah, and it's only like 16 watts, so it takes like no electricity pretty much.
Yeah, because as far as the electricity goes, we're just plugged into the electrical box here, but we don't have any like wiring in the house yet. You are gonna make some like outlets and stuff at
Yes,
some point, right? Yeah.
I'll make outlets and I'll make like light and a vent in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, okay. Because right now we just plug everything into this like strip. Our electrical connection, that's all a legit connection. Like it was put in and inspected and signed off for by city officials, so it's legit electricity. And we're just plugged in to the box, so that's just how it works. And the same with water, that's all a legit connection. You know, moving forward, we would like to get to the point where we are off grid, meaning that we will collect rainwater and use like solar energy to power everything we need, and all the rainwater will be enough for our like kitchen, bathroom, and garden needs. But that's like down the road, but that's the direction we want to go in. So our bathroom, we still don't have a door or anything for our bathroom. We think we're going to get a rug, like not like a shaggy rug that's on the ground, but some type of heavier
Blanket or
something so it's not too flimsy, so it'll just be like hanging there, and then you just open it and go inside. Okay, it's a little dark in here. That's because it's so bright outside, but yeah, this is our bathroom. So Kuba installed the drain for our bathtub, so we're actually using it. We have been using it for the past month now. We just fill up this jug with water, and usually I will heat up a kettle of like boiling water, and then I will use that with some cold water, and then I just shower in the bathtub. So it's really awesome to shower inside, and then it just goes down the drain into a bucket outside.
It's probably around 10 liters.
Oh, 10, okay.
That's 2 of us showering and
Yeah.
brushing our teeth and everything.
This is our shower mug, so we use this to like shower with. We will put like a thin corrugated metal. It's like what you would see on a roof. So we will have it on this wall and this wall to keep it waterproof. This is our toilet. Our compost toilet. It's kind of a tight fit, but like we've gotten used to it now. So we just have to like, you know, because this is here. And we just cover everything with sawdust. And all of this goes to our compost area outside.
And that's like, the compost toilet is awesome.
It doesn't smell, there's no water involved, and it's easy to manage because Kuba just empties the bucket into our compost bin and like covers it off.
Yeah, and probably like once every couple of weeks, 10 days, couple of weeks maybe. And it honestly, like the whole work involved with this takes me maybe like half an hour.
Yeah. These are the same lights that we had in the van. They're just little LED fairy lights. And they're just strung up here. And then they're plugged in to my battery, because it's a USB connection. And then Kuba velcroed the remote on here. Kuba is also gonna put a vent in here in like the corner. We have some of the stuff for the vent already. That'll go in the corner. We'll have a ceiling. And then the floor, we're planning on doing like a wood block floor. Of course it'll be sealed so it's waterproof. We will have a wardrobe type thing here or up here or something. There'll be built-in storage there. Welcome to our loft. Oh. Yeah, so this is gonna be our bedroom. Right now we're just staying downstairs because the loft isn't done yet, but eventually we will move upstairs. And Aika is not allowed up here. It's gonna be our space. And we'll just have a bed up here and maybe like a desk or something. What's cool that I can stand up.
Yeah, I can't quite stand up, but...
There's a lot of flying bugs up here. Escape, my friends.
And we obviously will have different way of getting up here. Now it's just a normal ladder that I put up.
Because we don't really know what we're gonna do.
No, that's why.
Yeah. Aika will never know what's in the loft. The house is, you know, it's not completely finished, and it's hard to give an estimation for when it will be completely finished because I'm not even sure what completely finished means. Does it mean that like we're not building anymore, or Does it mean that we can live in the house? I don't really know how to answer that question. It's not going to be completely finished for a while because a lot of the other projects, like the window trim, finishing the bathroom, doing the exterior siding, those aren't critical to finish like now. So we would rather just take our time and do them when we can. And also, it's better for us financially to not do everything at once. So we would rather take more time to like save money for those projects and just do them down the road. So I really don't know when the house will be completely done because it's going to be an ongoing process, really. And I like having more time to consider the projects because we've changed our minds a lot when it comes to everything, like even the tile in the kitchen. The fact that we had more time to think about it helped us figure out the best solution for those tiles. Instead of just rushing into something to get the house done by a certain time, if that makes sense. Our long-term goal with this house and like the land around it, there's fur everywhere, is that we want to make this a self-sustainable homestead. So I will have a garden, we'll be collecting rainwater, we'll have solar energy, and we'll be producing like next to no waste. So that'll take some time, and the whole thing is a process. So doing little aesthetic things in the house might not be our top priority.
Yeah, and since we are learning as we go, doing it slower also means that we have more time to actually learn how to do it, like research it and everything.
Yeah. And like, I don't feel pressured to have it completely done immediately either, because we can live in it now, it's comfortable, it's warm, we can do everything we need to do, so we'll just take our time and like tighten up a few things later. But yeah.
I saw you down the motorway. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life will never be the same after that day. You wrap me around your fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. In spite of all, you're my best friend.
Aika's ready for lunch. Aika! She's like, see, I'm sitting, I'm ready. We taught her to sit for food.
Sit. Go.
Breathe, Aika. Aika.
That's it, Aika. No more.
Is it yummy?